This is one of 5 water main breaks we've reported on across the area in just the last week. Last Sunday in Boyle Heights, the most destructive one here in West Hollywood on Thursday, one in Hollywood Saturday, and 2 in Venice this weekend.
5 water main breaks across the Los Angeles area in approximately 1 week. Boyle Heights, West Hollywood, and 2 incidents in Venice. Is this all one massive coincidence? There is no public evidence that somebody deliberately caused these breaks, and officials say that incidents were not connected. But that does not mean there is nothing connecting them. The same aging infrastructure, the same reactive government, and the same replacement program that cannot seem to catch up with pipes reaching the end of their useful lives. The real question may not be whether somebody caused all these breaks, no. It may be why Los Angeles allowed the conditions for them to become so common. I'm breaking down the full story on Kage, Los Angeles today. Check out the link in the description below.
I think it's tragic. Our city needs a lot of help.
A lot of these apartment complexes that got really hit hard from all the flooding are now without power.
All these busted cars are still in here. There's at least 40 cars in here just got absolutely crushed.
I'm really anxious for this to finish. I want to go back to normal life.
This is one of 5 water main breaks we've reported on across the area in just the last week. Last Sunday in Boyle Heights, the most destructive one here in West Hollywood on Thursday, one in Hollywood Saturday, and 2 in Venice this weekend.
Look at all this mud.
3 days later, the cleanup here really still beginning.
5 water main breaks in 1 week. When you hear that, your first reaction might be the same as mine. How do all these pipes suddenly start breaking at nearly the same time? Is it just a strange coincidence? Could one failure have changed the pressure elsewhere in the system? Could repair work in one location have affected another? Or is there something else happening behind the scenes that the public has not been yet told? Those are very fair questions. But of course, we also have to be responsible, right? There's currently no public evidence showing sabotage, any type of coordination, or one single event causing every break. Of course, officials have said these incidents were not related to one another, so I'm not going to tell you that somebody intentionally broke these water lines, but I am going to ask why the same infrastructure system appears to be failing repeatedly across multiple neighborhoods. Because separate incidents can still have a common underlying cause. And that common cause may be age, it may be deferred replacement, and a city government that waits until something collapses before treating it as an emergency. Here's the part most people probably don't realize. Several years ago, LADWP said it experiences an average of approximately 3 to 4 water main breaks per day across its 7,340-mile distribution system. Not per week, per day. Now that means that 5 highly publicized incidents in a week are not necessarily evidence of an unusual coordinated event. They may simply be the 5 incidents dramatic enough to receive news coverage. And to me, that answer is almost more disturbing, because the story may not be that all these water mains mysteriously started breaking at the same time. The story may be that water main failures happen constantly throughout Los Angeles, and most residents never hear about them unless a street collapses, a neighborhood floods, or dozens of vehicles are destroyed. So maybe this is not an unusual week. Maybe this is an unusually visible week.
Infrastructure is old, and the city needs to really do whatever they can to repair it so this doesn't happen again.
The busted pipe here in West Hollywood was more than 100 years old. According to LADWP, they replaced about 45 miles of pipe each year, but across the system, there's about 7,000 miles.
It's crazy. They should have, replaced it long back.
There may not be one person or one operation connecting these incidents, but there is one system connecting them. Much of Los Angeles relies on aging underground infrastructure. The massive Sunset Boulevard line was installed in 1916. It was more than a century old when it ruptured and released an estimated 17 million gallons of water. Officials say water pressure typically rises at night when demand drops, potentially exposing weak sections of aging pipe. That does not prove nighttime pressure caused every recent break, but it does show how age, corrosion, pressure, and weak points can combine until a pipe finally gives way. So when people say that these incidents are unrelated, that may only mean that one broken pipe did not directly cause the next one. It does not mean the pipes are not suffering from similar problems, though. LADWP says it replaces approximately 45 miles of pipe every year. That may sound substantial until you compare it with a system stretching nearly 7,000 miles. It is less than 1% of the network annually, and the West Hollywood trunk line was already classified as a high priority replacement project. The project was in its design phase, but construction was not scheduled to begin until approximately 2031. The pipe apparently could not wait another 5 years. This is what happens when a city's replacement schedule moves more slowly than its infrastructure deteriorates. Officials can say they had a plan. They can say the pipe was on a list. They can say replacement is on its way, that is coming. But none of that helps the residents looking at destroyed vehicles, at flooded garages, at buildings without power. You see, a plan that arrives after the failure, it's not prevention. No, it's paperwork. And once again, we have to ask the question that comes up in almost every Los Angeles crisis. Where is the money going? Los Angeles can announce another program. They can announce another study. Oh, they love studies. Another consultant, another non-profit partnership, another ballot measure, another plan promising improvements years in the future. But taxpayers are already paying for the basic operation of the city. Water lines are basic. Roads are basic. Sidewalks, basic. Street lights, sanitation, and public safety, basic. Riddle me this. Why do residents repeatedly have to approve more money before government provides the things they thought their existing taxes were already funding? And how much will taxpayers now pay in repairs, cleanup, and damage claims because high priority pipe was scheduled to remain underground until 2031? The government often presents preventative maintenance as too expensive, but emergency repairs, destroyed property, business closures, legal claims, they're not free. We frequently end up paying more because the city waited. So, do I believe that it's suspicious that so many water incidents happen in such a short period? Of course I do. It's unusual enough, certainly, to deserve questions. The public should know the age. The public should know the material. The public should know the maintenance history and precise cause of every line that failed. We should also know whether there were unusual pressure changes, perhaps nearby construction projects or operational events in the system before each break. But suspicious doesn't automatically mean intentional. Currently, there is no publicly established evidence that somebody coordinated these incidents or deliberately damaged Los Angeles water infrastructure. The more supportable conclusion is also the more troubling one. This may be what happens when thousands of miles of aging infrastructure are replaced too slowly and managed reactively. The real conspiracy may simply be decades of politicians postponing expensive maintenance because a pipe buried underground does not generate attention until it explodes. Then the cameras arrive. The officials hold a press conference. Another plan is announced, and taxpayers, we receive the bill. Tell me what you think. Are 5 reported breaks in 1 week merely a coincidence? Are they separate symptoms of the same aging system? Or do you believe officials need to investigate whether something else connected these failures? Leave your answer in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to Kage Los Angeles, and share this with someone who believes maintaining Los Angeles should come before announcing another new program.